sounds worse when you're a spectator on the sideline or on the field because, when when you're me or when you're the guy taking it, I don't know if you hear it as much as you feel it.
When you wake up from it, don't feel good, man. Because it's like you just erase a part of your memory or something. So, I mean, it's not a good feeling. It's not something I recommend. I never played the game like that. Hopefully, like I said, guys just police themselves and protect the players on the other team. I know it's a physical game, violent game. And you want to make that big hit. But there's a way to go about it.
My opinion is play the game like the game's supposed to be played, and whatever happens, happens. You can't. If you go into the game thinking about any of that stuff, man, I'm telling you, the game will be diluted very quickly. Because you have people thinking about that, and you look at the James Harrison hit, you look at all these hits, whatever they may be. The bottom line is those are hits that you go into your defensive room, you're getting praised for. Because that's the way the game of football is supposed to be played. So, like I said, many opinions will be voiced, but the bottom line is play the game the way the game's supposed to be played, and whatever happens, happens. You can't think about it. Don't care if it's a fine, if it's a suspension, if it's whatever, because if you do, you get yourself in trouble. You're going to find out that's like going on the field worrying about an injury. If you're going to get hurt. Then if you're worried about it, you're going to get hurt. I'm telling you, it's a more personal issue than you think. It's not. Somebody just looking at it from the outside saying, oh, that's right, that's wrong. No, it's not that. The game is too fast. The game is way too fast. And you just never know what's going to happen in between a play. So that's why you just got to play it out. You can't think about it. You can't hesitate about it. You just got to play it out. So you can't worry about what the league is saying. Whatever the league's going to do, they're going to do, man. Just go out and enjoy the game of football. And that's kind of where I stand on backing these players, with all of these, fines and all these things. You just got to keep playing the game.
I never really played the game like that to try to hit guys helmet to helmet. That with all this happening and make you think about the 18-game season they thinking about, maybe that's something they need to really reconsider and look into, But, it's a violent game. It's a very physical game, and guys got to be smart about what they're doing. They're going to make you pay for it, whether it's fining you or suspending you or whatever it may be. Guys are going to pay for it in the long run. I think it's more or less on the guys to really police ourselves and try not to hit guys helmet to helmet because for one, you got young kids watching us do it, and, it's very vicious, and it's going to take a toll on both players, once this game is said and done. You never know what a receiver's going to do. He might duck his head. So he might turn left, turn right. You never know. So, you got to be smarter, about, the finding part, to see, whether the guy was trying to avoid the guy or, the receiver caused it, So, you just got to, both teams, both players, got to be smart about it. But football is all about reaction, so you just never know when it happens.
We don't coach that. We never will. I think you play within the rules. You go strike zone. That's how we coach our guys. We've worked really hard at that, and I think it's something that we've done a good job of as a team this year and even last year. And even the couple of the ones we got called on last year were ones that you could clearly tell where guys weren't trying to go to the helmet. Guys are trying to get down the strike zone. But if you look at our track record this year, not to say it couldn't happen to us, but I think our guys have really tried to get those hits in that area that aren't helmet to helmet on the defenseless guys. It's always about enforcement, I think, and I think the NFL's been very clear with how they define, those type of situations to protect defenseless players that don't have a chance to get their pads behind them and protect themselves. And they've been doing that for a few years now, I think. And I think whatever it takes to enforce the rules, to make sure that guys respect the rules is something that obviously needs to be done. I have issues sometimes with the ones the touch thing to the head, the brush on the knee. I think you can have a fair conversation about those things. You're talking about a blatant helmet-to-helmet shot is dangerous. Concussions are an issue, and I think the league is right in what they're doing.